Special thanks to Benjamin Webley for bringing this up. You can skip the Diablo 2 character select scene, but please make sure that you have the character manager script. If you look at the links in the description, I have all of the files, all of the packages for every video. So if you download the number 39 package, that is the game that I saved right after recording the number 39 video. I'm sorry I haven't recorded myself writing this character manager code, but it's really simple. I would recommend that you download the package and check out the working version first. Also, make sure that when you look at character control, you should have this little function called register character, and this function is in awake, meaning every time a character gets loaded, we have this function that registers itself to the character manager. All we're doing is adding each character control to the list here called characters. If I press F12, this is a list in the character manager. So this list contains every single character in the scene, and by using this function and the parameter, you can compare the parameter and get the character that you want. Here I'm using the animator, but you can pretty much use any distinction that you want. And because this is a character manager inheriting from the singleton script, any other script can call the character manager and use this function to get whatever character you want. For example, on the teleport on ledge script, this is a scriptable object. We're using the animator to find the character that is using this script. But the important question is, why are we using the character manager instead of using the code that we've always been using, character state get character control animator? Well, if I use this code, if I click play, we're going to have an error message because character control is missing when you use this code. If I go back and take a look, when we're making the ledge climb, temporarily the skin mesh, the character goes under the ledge object instead of being under the box collider as it used to be. And the old code, character state get character control, uses get component in parent, but here the parent for the skin mesh animator is the ledge, and the ledge is not the character control, so you're going to get a null. So just for this specific ledge grabbing ability where we're moving the animator to another game object, we're not going to be using the old code. We're going to be using the character manager, because this code doesn't care where the avatar or where the animator is attached to. It's just going to match the animator to the character that owns it. So if I use the manager again and click play one more time, so once I'm on the ledge, we see that the character avatar is under the ledge object. But after I make the climb, we're going to be using the character manager to find the character and put it back into its original spot, which is under the box collider. There's some other ways to get the character control instead of using the character manager. For example, if we look at one of the ragdoll body parts, every ragdoll body part has something called trigger detector. And if I go in there, every trigger detector has this private variable called owner, which is character control. If I just make this public instead of private, and if I go back to teleport on ledge, and instead of using the character manager, I can call the game object of the animator and get component, which is a trigger detector. I can just get any trigger detector and call the owner. This is the character control for this specific animator. So we can use that instead of the character manager. But I just find that it's just easier to use the manager, but there are other ways. Essentially, we're doing the same thing. We're just looking for the character that is using this scriptable object. So with this code, if I play again, we should have the exact same effect. Or not. Oops. The function is get component in children because we're looking for a trigger detector that is under the animator game object. So let me play again. By the way, get component means you're looking for a specific component in the same game object. So now if I click play again, okay, we have the same effect as we're using the character manager. Let me just get back to the manager and turn this variable back to private, just to bring everything back to how they were. And things should work fine. So again, please download the packages from the links below and check out the working version first. And let me know if you have any questions. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.